Good afternoon. My name is Talon Brown. I'm the owner and operator of Lioness Roofing in Powder Springs, Georgia. Now today we are on a roof for one of our mutual clients, Kevin Vaughn. And this is located at 3312 Lynn Road in Powder Springs, Georgia. This is for claim number 110, H as in Henry, 2, W as in Whiskey, 993 for a date of loss 6/17/26, and today's date is 7/11/26. So you guys have already seen this roof from your Seek Now inspector that you sent out, but I just want to kind of go over a little backstory here. So we have a very old 20-year roof, and I don't know if you guys have all the damage, but I've been taking some pictures and documenting things that might have been overlooked. There's some damage on the back here. I'm sure you guys are well aware there's damage on the front. Multiple creased shingles. And there's even a history of prior repairs. So I am going to slowly and carefully walk over to this, put my ladder here so I could capture it even before I got on the roof, still from my ladder. But as you can see, this was an existing charcoal roof. It's a little older now, so you can see the sightly appearance is off when it comes to trying to put dark shingles back in the stead thereof. But look at this. See those creases? That is damage from this prior repair. And it looks more like, from the homeowner's perspective, these shingles blew off and he had no choice but to put a temporary patch here. So, just wanted to document that. Also, have a shingle there, this is how many ridge cap are going to be affected. And yes, the ridge cap does go into the other side of the roof. There's nails holding each one of these ridge caps. I just wanted to remind you that there's underlayment, overlapping, ridge cap. That all needs to be accounted for as well. Okay, so the real reason why we're here is we're doing a repair assessment. Now, this repair assessment is modeled after the National Association of Forensic Engineers. And it's the repair assessment for asphalt composition shingles specifically. So this is a good spot because there's surrounding shingles around it. And I want to show you the condition now before this assessment, and then we'll look at it during and after. So if you look at 3, you look at the top here, there's no granules coming off. And I brought something very soft. This is a microfiber. So you can see no granules are coming off with this microfiber. 3B. Look at the top of 3B. See, it looks like it has maybe an old impact mark from something. Other than that, the top, there's no damage. Now 3C is pretty smoked. If you look here, looks like there's already something started here, but if you look to the right of that, there's no damage on that yet. Whew, and that's a lot of granules coming off of that thing. Anyways, 4A, you can see no damage on the top. 4B, granules aren't really coming off. And there's already some little puck marks right here, but look in between it, it's not cracking. And then 4C, beautiful. No damage whatsoever to 4C. No damage. Top of the shingle is nice. Now here we have a control square because this is for showing you, after we're done with this repair, we're going to go over it again with our microfiber towel, because that's going to mimic wind and rain. Very important, because after this repair, that's what's going to happen. It's going to get wind and rain. So now I'm going to flip this camera around. Oh, and by the way, tools I'm using, there's going to be a hammer and a roof snake. So we can't discredit me for the tools, and the NAFE assessment is going to show I'm using the proper method. Make sure this triangulates on me. Perfect. Okay. So let's get started, shall we? So first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to get low so I can get slow. I'm going to take my putty knife and I'm going to carefully release this seal of the shingles, because we're going to be pulling this bad boy out today. I'm going to put my glove on because asphalt, when it gets hot, it really hurts. And then popping seal on all these bad boys. We're doing it very carefully, very slow. We're not in a rush. We're using caution. And that's what we'll be doing throughout the entire assessment, is we'll be using lots of caution. Okay. Roof snake. Now what we're gonna do, I want my microfiber to blow away, is we are going to carefully, and I mean extremely careful here, remove these fasteners. You guys can see the shingle? Good. I want you to see how far I'm lifting them up. Not very far. Okay, we got one. Underneath that nail, and then you can come up from the top and extract it like so. Okay, first row is done. Bring my face up here so you guys can see the shingles. Okay, this might already be ready to pull out. Look at that. Reads on the back, certainteed. So this is probably a certainteed XCT20, a discontinued 20-year warranty 3-tab. So now what we're gonna do, throw in this shingle here, which you can clearly see is not a match, but we are trying to get close to the color. And yeah, there's gray doesn't match, black doesn't match. There's no sightly appearance after this. However, we do have to trim this shingle since we're putting it in. And remember, you cannot trim a shingle in the field. You can only trim a shingle on the edge. See a lot of people misinterpreting that. Little dog ear. All right, we're golden, and I'll pick up my trash, don't worry. Always do. And it looks like we got another little trim to do on that rake, and that's all right. So I'm going to clean up my fasteners before I proceed. Okay, I just put them right there. And we're losing lots of granules. Okay, now we have this shingle in, and now we're going to need to nail it. Can't use the same nails, we've got to use new ones, and we can't use the same holes. Got to go in new holes. Now these shingles are required by the manufacturer to have 4 nails in each shingle. So that's what I'm going to have to do, because I'm required to do this roof the right way as a licensed contractor. So now follow me. Now I'm going to use this roof snake. Okay, we're in. Let's do it. One down. And definitely see some cracking. Okay, second nail is in. Can't use that same hole. It's always a wise idea to put 2 around it so it really stays in place. Okay. Same thing here now. On that nail line. And yes, every time, that's the nail line right up here. You can see it right there. That's where they want us nailing it. Not down here, right here. Yep, that one is crooked. New one. Okay. Yeah. Now that we're done and we're trying to be painstakingly cautious, we're going to take our microfiber again, very soft. Take it to our control skirt here. Come Watch this. Look at that. No granules are coming up, right? Now we go here. And lots of granules are coming off because now, if you look, all the shingles have creases in them and cracks in them. That wasn't there before. Let's show you. So I don't know if you remember, but this shingle, which was 3A, didn't have any damage to it. Now look, right here, a crack has started to form. Yes, right there, granular loss. And then this one right here, there's a crack that has started to form right there. Same thing, follow me, right here. Look at that. That crack has started to form now. Cracks all in these shingles now. The fiberglass mat is broken. It's an unsightly appearance. Definitely from the ground would not be good. So we have multiple things going on here. And please don't forget, the shingle that we just did the assessment on has an exposure below 5 inches. To me, that's 4 inches and 3/4. So now the seal strip is not going to work the same, and that's a problem. But you know, that's the existing shingle, how it lies in the field. So there's 3 variables here. And not to mention that not only do we have these issues, but don't forget the improper scope of work as well. Let's take a look real quick. Try not to die. So we have shingles damaged under the ridge line. These ridge caps are going to need to be removed and reset, getting us more into the back. And then don't forget, we have that damage right there. That's going to get us into this back, and it's probably going to damage the shingles around it. So anywhere we go, we're going to cause further damage to the surrounding shingles, even with proper tools and proper technique. That is why this roof, the repairs prescribed by State Farm, cannot be performed and bring our mutual client back to a pre-loss condition. It is impossible. Now, State Farm feels like this can be done and the roof is repairable, then we invite them to come out, bring a licensed State Farm adjuster, and show us how this roof can be repaired, please. Because I just showed you it cannot be repaired. This roof is irreparable. Thank you.